Hey guys, welcome back to One Pretty Little Box. I'm Sheila, as most of you know, and I am so glad that you're here. I just wanted to make a video really quick, and I'm probably not even going to edit it. It's just a one-shot wonder, and that's what you get. Because the message that I really have to share with you guys today is something that I don't want to take time and don't want to lose the fervor for. A lot of times when I feel the desire, oh, I've got to share that, I always get a message from somebody, if not more, to say, hey, your video was just what I needed. Thank you so much. And I have confidence that this particular video will reach many of you and touch you in a way that will inspire and encourage you through whatever you're going through. And I do have some, I do have a few notes that I am going to look at and going to share, because what I have written down is very important for me to share with you guys and to kind of make sure it gets there. And for me to do that, I've got to make a note, and I don't have time to memorize it to not look at my notes. So here we go. I kind of want to just share the importance of setting your intentions, and it is something that I'm learning, and it's definitely something that I'm growing in. And I love it because I am finding the fruit from it. And it's going to sound kind of crazy, I guess, maybe not. For those of you who have watched enough videos, you know that I sometimes will bring a video that is far out there, that may not be something you've heard before, but it's intriguing enough for you to go dig a little deeper. And I hope that this particular video does do that, because it is so important for us to set the intentions that we want in our life and not just go with the flow of how life is going. Because when we do that, if we were to just go with the flow all the time, sorry, I had to grab the tripod, kitty cat puppy Olympics going on. If we were just to go with the flow of life and whatever dishes us out, then we are just going to live in a reaction. We're not going to be able to take action and enjoy the moment. That moment, which is the gift that we all have right now, is the moment of now. And each one of us have it. And each one of us can either grab a hold of it and make the most of it, or we can just give it to somebody else and put the control in their hands and say, here, here's my life. You do with it what you want. I'll follow. Put me on a leash and just pull me. Because that's what we do if we don't set our own intentions and begin just to totally focus and get a hold of what it is we want in this life. And I've kind of had an experience to share this week with you. In fact, yesterday morning I woke up. I'd only had 3.5 hours of sleep, I guess. You know, we are kennel training our, what are you smelling? We are kennel training our puppy, and in the process of it, she's learning how to hold her bladder. But female puppies, good girl, female puppies are learning to, they learn to control their bladder. They want to please you. They don't want to upset you by, you know, going potty inside when you're spending all this time and energy housebreaking them. Well, this little girl, German Shepherds are a lot of energy, and we knew that going into it. And it's nothing that we took by granted anyway. We didn't take it for granted. We knew what we were getting into, and we're so happy that she's in our life because she does bring a lot of joy. And I knew going into it, it was like bringing a baby in the house. That's why I spent all the time deep cleaning and decluttering. On top of her, I needed to do it anyway, but she was a great pushing factor because I wanted our house to be clean and ready to go, because I knew that she was going to take a lot of energy and time. That being said, she's very lonely when we're not home, and I knew that going into it. And I do work outside of my home. I don't work full time. My schedule is no longer 40 hours a week. It is less than that. But there is one day a week where I was working a 10-hour shift, on top of rushing to pick up kids from practice and rushing home to cook dinner, and then also taking time with a puppy who desperately missed their mommy and family, and it was just crazy chaos, right? So Wednesday morning I woke up. Tuesday morning I woke up because Tuesday is my normal long shift day. I'd only slept 3.5, 4 hours the night before because little miss was whining in her cage. I knew she needed to go potty. She was getting the beginnings of a UTI, and so I knew that she needed to go out more often. Mind you, last night she was in her kennel and she did just fine. We're past that iffy point. She's no longer that. She just needs to go potty quite a bit once we get home and once we're awake, which is whatever. Anywho, I'd only slept 3.5 hours, 4, somewhere around there, and I was overwhelmed and tired and exhausted, and I said it very clearly out loud. I cannot do this anymore. This is not serving me. This is not serving me. It is not serving me to work a 10-hour day. It is not working for me. My family, they're not here. They don't know whether it's working for me or not. It's not affecting them. So I can't say it's not working for our family. It's not working for me. Because I'm not being able to be where I need to be when I need to be there without feeling guilt or like, will you leave the tripod alone, little miss? Hold on a second. Okay, I had to let her out for a few minutes. It wasn't serving me at all. I was feeling very distracted. I wasn't enjoying what I was doing at that time, and I knew it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay, and something needed to change. And I truly, you guys know, I always say all my needs, wants, and desires are met instantaneously and abundantly above my wildest imagination. I have changed that this month, and this last week and a half, my daily motto and the things that I repeat often is every possible thing I could possibly want, need, or desire is already being given to me in my presence and right before my face. Anything. I have nothing to worry about. It's always, always, always where everything always works out for me. And honestly, it does. I say these things often, and I'm human. And there might be times where I back up and say, wait a second, what is going on here? And how am I going to do that? And I don't know if I can even feed my family this week. Never, lo and behold, it works every time. Every time. Anyway, so I got going through my morning, and I thought, wow, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good for only a few hours of sleep. And lo and behold, I did ask a question of one of my supervisors if maybe by chance there was someone out there who wanted those extra 3 hours. I felt guilty putting our dog in a kennel for 10 hours. It's not nice. It's not right. It's not healthy for her. And I didn't kennel her yesterday. She had rule of the roost. Thankfully, she did very well. But is it something I want to do all the time? No. No, it isn't. And she does well being in the kennel now, so it's not such a big deal, but for 10 hours it would be. For 12, it's actually closer to 12 because by the time I leave and then rush to pick up somebody, I'm home almost at 6. Well, I leave just not long after 6, so poor her. She's just, can you hold your bladder for 12 hours and not be in pain? And you probably are an adult if you're watching this. Well, a puppy can't do that. So, all that to say, yesterday immediately when I made the conscious decision, this is not serving me, things began to go into place. And I'll share that in a minute. So, this morning I sat down and I wrote, because oops, I knew I was going to film video for you guys. And here's what I wrote. It says, I let go of 3 hours of work and was instantly rewarded. Instantly. Do you get that? Instantly. Instantly. Instantly rewarded with joy. To have those 3 hours back into my schedule, not someone else's. I had peace that everything I could possibly want, desire, or need was indeed already given and being received. It was. That's proof. I had gratefulness because the particular extra age group that I was in had received a couple new kids, and I just didn't have the desire or the strength to be able to handle what was coming at me. And I instantly was grateful for the kids in my own class. I was shown, the ones I thought that we were going to have really big issues with, we have nothing, and it helped calm me down. Oops, a whole lot. It was just a reminder to be grateful for what you got in front of you, and I needed that at that instant. I was rewarded with encouragement from a friend of mine who told me she just ordered, she had just received my dirty little secret, and I keep getting these little messages and text and different little things where people are showing me their copy in their hand and saying, hey, I got my copy. And immediately they come back and say, wow, thank you for writing that. I needed that. Or I couldn't put it down. Or wow, that's intense. And those are words that are deeply encouraging to me, because it tells me that it gives me encouragement to continue writing and to continue my passion and my deepest desire, which is to provide an income from home, writing, maybe even YouTube one day. Whatever it might be that is provided to me. My heart is already being called home. Let me let her in. For the first time in a long time, my heart is being called home. I want to give more to my home and my family than what I'm able to right now. And as my kids are older, and you would think I wouldn't need to be home because they don't need me as much. But there's a part of me that thinks they need me more than they ever did before. Not only to take them to practice, pick them up from practice, go to games, take them to friends' house and events, but they need all of me. They need my time, my attention, and my patience, and my encouragement and creativity that should be theirs, and I'm sharing it with other people. Right now, that's where I'm at, but my heart is being called home, and my intention is to get back home. And how that's going to happen, I have no idea. What the world's going to throw at me, I have no idea. But I know that whatever it is, it's going to be what I need to feel that desire, right? Because everything I need, want, and desire is right in front of me. It's in my hands. I'm receiving it already. And I speak that, and I believe that. And so I know that within time, I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to say, hey, do you guys remember that rambly video where I started talking about one thing and I started talking about the dog and the cat, and all of a sudden I'm telling you, my heart's being called home? And that was the name of the video, and that's really truly the meat of it. One day, that's what I keep saying, one day, because I believe it in my heart, I believe it in my soul, and I believe it with everything that I am. One day I will be back home. My heart is here. My heart is here. My heart is for my husband, for my children, for my home, for our dog and our cat, for you. I want to be able to have time and energy and strength to create content that inspires and encourages you. I want to continue writing, to continue to encourage and inspire millions of people. That is where my heart is. That is what my intention is in this place right now. And I stand in it. And that's kind of what we need to talk about, is setting our intentions, because my heart is called back home. I'll know it when I see it. I'll know it when I see it. I'll know it when I see it, and you'll know it too, because I will share it with you. The last thing that I was gifted by getting those 3 hours back in my time. Mind you, that's 3 hours cut and pay because I'm not working. But the reward is so much more. Do I need that extra 3 hours? Everything I need, want, and desire is right in front of me. So I might have thought that's what I needed, but it's going to be given back to me a different way, and I'm excited, and it's already happening because I also received some inspiration to take the complete vision I had for My Dirty Little Secret to completion. Writing it and getting it published was only the first step out of many, and that's what I'm going to be doing this evening, is continuing on the next step. If you've peeked in my planner for the last few weeks, you might have seen some things I wanted to do that I haven't done yet. I've been inspired to push it because my time is coming. My time is coming. And I wanted to share the importance of intentions. And I kind of posted this on the Sheila King Writer Speaker Life Changer Facebook page. And it touched me when I wrote it. So I thought, oh, I need to write that down for myself because I need reminders too. And it's intention brings excitement. Action without intention brings boredom, exhaustion, confusion, conflict. Intention with inspired action brings joy, excitement, creativity, productivity, and success. With those 3 hours that I had of working, it was only action. I didn't have any intention behind it. It wasn't mine to do. In fact, I was filling in because they had nobody else. It wasn't mine, but I took it on. So I didn't have any intention with it. There was no intention in inspired action. It was just, okay, I'll do it. But I was being robbed. I robbed myself. I robbed myself of joy, excitement, productivity, and creativity. And too many times we do that when we don't set clear intentions. Will your intentions change over time? Absolutely. Absolutely. I might have been in the classroom for 13 years, but if I have my way, this will be my last. My intentions are to be able to pull out of the classroom by the end of the school year and still have an income on the side of whatever that will provide, whatever that had, and then some. If that was to come to fruition, not only would I be providing for my family in a way that helps out financially, but by golly, I'll be there whole. I'll be at a whole me for them, for the ones that I need to be the whole me for. So, whatever your intentions are, set clear intentions, and then just wait for that inspired action, because it'll come. When your intentions are clear, inspired action will come. You won't have to look for it. It'll be right there in front of your face, I promise. Thanks for hanging in. I didn't expect this video to be this long. If you stuck into this end, go ahead and leave me a comment below so I know that you're still there. Thanks again for hanging out. And for those who have sent me messages telling me you missed the smile, well, my smile's back because my intentions are clear. And I know what I need to work for and what I need to work towards. And I have some inspired action that I'm ready to apply. So I will talk to you guys again, hopefully tomorrow, okay? Until then, I hope that the rest of your week goes beautifully. That you discover that all of your needs, wants, and desires are desperately right in front of you. They're there, you just have to grab them. And the only way you can grab them is by setting your intentions clearly and looking, because this world is a wonderful place to live in. Don't listen to the media hype, but don't listen to the negative Nellies. Start listening to more positive people who are going to uplift you and encourage you, because when you do that, your heart will change and you'll begin to see how beautiful of a land we live in. There is nothing I want right now, not one thing. Not one thing. Everything I need is right here, right in front of me, and it's right in front of you too. So until I talk to you next time, have a fabulous day. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I just wanted to hop on and talk about a giveaway. I am aiming to reach 500 subscribers by the end of October. That is my goal. That's why this wreath is behind me. When I hit that 500 subscribers by the end of October, I am going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a signed copy of all 3 books that I've written. And, yeah. And when I hold them together, I'm just holding them and it brings me such joy. You Are More, it is a book that kind of is there to inspire you to grab a hold of the realization that you are so much more than you allow yourself to be. You're more than just a wife. You're more than just a mother. You're more than just a teacher. You're more than just a doctor. You're more than just a lawyer. You're more than a homemaker. You're you, and you're on this earth for a purpose. It was my first self-published book. It may have a few little errors in it. I think I've done a second edit on it. I love this book. In fact, I am in the process of writing the second book in this. There's actually 4 in this series. This is the first. I'm going to write the second, and I hope to release it by Thanksgiving. That is my goal. So that's that one. The second book is Pieces of My Heart. It is a very small book. It is not very big. This was my first. This is my first copy, so I don't have the original first. The cover is the same. And this is just simply a few of my favorite blog posts and inspirational writings that I wrote on motherhood. And in fact, it's Pieces of My Heart, encouragement for mothers of all ages. This is a great book if you know someone who is expecting. If you know someone who is raising a teenager, is in the midst of all kinds of stuff. Or if you know someone who is just maybe fixing to adopt or what have you. But that is book number 2. And of course, my last one you guys know is My Dirty Little Secret. And this is my jewel right now. This is my heart. This is part of me. This is part of me. So once I hit those 500 subscribers, every subscriber from 0 all the way through, whether you've been with me forever or if you're brand new, are going to go into the pot, and you're going to win a signed copy of each of these 3 books. So spread the word. Help one pretty little box get out there, because there's a lot more to come between now and the end of the year. And I'm very excited to share that with you guys and with the new subs as well. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are more. You are a piece of my heart. And even if you have a dirty little secret, I love you.